Ooh, we had to save the best for last here, man. I love talking about this team.
I know.
I mean, last week I was powdered blue, right? I was just bolting it out. Now I'm B red, C red, right? Arizona.
Yes, sir.
The old retirement home, huh? For when
Yes,
players get nice
sir.
and old, they go down to Arizona. But
Yes, sir.
I like it. I mean, they'll be good a couple years, right? They'll make that run for that like 2-year window while these guys can still play, without getting hurt.
Listen,
But I like it.
this team is not the same team from 2 years ago. This
No.
team, so I don't mean to steal your thunder here, but listen, picking up JJ Watt, 5-time Pro Bowl. JJ Watt last year had 5 sacks, 52 tackles. Mind you, he's had a bit of the injury bug for a little bit.
Yeah, he has.
But you pair him up with Chandler Jones and Jordan Phillips, and that's going to collapse the best of lines.
Oof. It's going to be good.
It's going to be awesome to see JJ Watt paired up with Chandler Jones. Those two alone is just it's gonna be crazy how that defense operates.
You know who hates this move, right? Like who hates those moves?
Who?
Russell Wilson hates those moves, man. Russell Wilson hates.
I guarantee now he's like, no. You gotta ramp this up because I need better line. Because did you just see what Arizona did?
Russ called Roger with his good relationship with Roger Goodell. It was like, Roger, veto some of this stuff, man.
Yeah.
They're trying to get me, brother.
This isn't even fair anymore. Like they're out to get me for sure.
Oh man. So let's look at it. Like you said, JJ Watt. So we're looking at additions here. AJ Green, Rodney Hudson, Malcolm Butler, Matt Prater, and Brian Winters. Oof. Doesn't it have this? Looking at this list, right? Being a New England fan for all my life, these look like some moves that Bill Belichick would have made.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, man, I'm gonna get these guys. These are like the old guys and outcasts, and I'm gonna see whatever they got left. AJ Green looks like one of those moves. JJ Watt, and then sneakily go and get Rodney Hudson, one of the best centers in the league.
But then you got Kyler Murray, who's throwing to them.
Right.
A young guy who can throw the ball.
Right.
That's scary.
Well, since you got your quarterback, right, and you're not paying much money, then you can play with stuff like this. Malcolm Butler cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Getting your kicker straight with Prater.
Now, mind you, Malcolm Butler had a phenomenal year last year.
Yeah,
with the Titans, he had a pretty good year with the Titans last year.
Yeah, he's pesky, right? Like Butler's like a pesky, like he'll stay on, some of these receivers, and he'll stick around and gets a little annoying. But sometimes he gets beat like he stole something, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think him being a number one guy is just it's not what Malcolm Butler is, and him now
not anymore
replacing, not really, Patrick Peterson. Yeah, Patrick Peterson gone.
Yep.
Kenyon Drake's gone. Kenyon Drake, right after the trade, very good. Kenyon Drake last year was so bad.
Mm-hmm.
And he moved on. Hassan Reddick, I think, hurts a bit. I think Reddick is a really great linebacker, especially for Arizona. So I think that one stings a bit. And then Dan Arnold, tight end. Right? So not a crazy amount of losses, but some of them are impactful. Patrick Peterson, Hassan Reddick.
Yep.
Those stings a bit. But JJ Watt, like you said, and Chandler Jones, oof.
That defense is going to be crazy. That defense, just the defensive line. So, as we know in football, there's a lot of variables that go into how offense, defense operates, right? So, when you got a strong defensive line like that, quarterbacks make mistakes, quarterbacks rush to get the ball out, create interceptions, and that defense and that defensive line with now JJ Watt there and Chandler Jones and Jordan Phillips, those three alone, that's going to be a problem.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be a problem for offenses. This division is going to hate going against the Arizona Cardinals.
It's a pretty nice division, though.
Oh, yeah, I agree completely.
Pretty stacked up.
Yeah, man. And so then you look at their defense, right? Then you look at their offense.
Now that's stacked up. That receiving core.
Yeah. So hold on a second here, buddy. So we got AJ Green, right? We all know AJ Green. He was playing for the Bengals.
Yes.
Big time Cincinnati guy. And, I felt like AJ Green could have been so much more if they actually had a better system.
Man, his injuries though.
The injuries, yes.
Oh man.
So I think he could have been so much more, to be honest with you. But nonetheless, he's here. Right? So then you also have Fitzgerald. Now, it's unsure as of right now whether he's going to come back.
Right.
There's big time talks about him retiring for 2021.
Right.
And just calling it quits and saying, you know what, I'm just going to go out while I can.
No, he's coming back.
But
he's like, this is the time to make a run. I can't see Larry Fitzgerald hanging it up now. He has to give it one more season, man.
Come on, listen. If Larry Fitzgerald ever sees this, Larry, please come back for 2021.
Yeah.
Look at what you have right now, and it's going to probably take off a large load off of your shoulders when you got big guys like these coming in and making plays. Come back for 2021. Enjoy your last season with them, and then call it out on top. Yeah. Because I'm telling you right now, this wide receiver core is easily top 5. Ooh. Easily top 5 right now.
I'll touch on that in a second, but yes, Larry,
easily top 5 when if you have AJ Green, if you had Larry Fitzgerald, you have DeAndre Hopkins, and you got Christian Kirk with Kyler Murray throwing to them. Come on, man. Easily top 5.
I'm just going through these wide receiving cores, man, and I don't know. But Fitzgerald, bring your bubble butt back into that lineup, man, and bring just one more season. Give the Sea of Red one more season. These fans want to see it one more time. This is the year to do it. That wide receiver core, like you said, right? Bringing in AJ Green, often injured, potential.
Yep.
Christian Kirk, build on that season from last season, right? Andy Isabella, let's see what he got, man. Let's get things in motion. Bring it. It's another season. Hopefully he catches fire. But, and I'm gonna say this without an issue. I have no issue saying this. You have the best receiver in the NFL in Nuke Hopkins. He is the best. He is number 1. Those mitts, I don't care. The Texans, idiots. You let the number 1 receiver in NFL go. And Arizona's reaping all that reward because you got one bad boy right there. And you add in Larry Fitzgerald back into the mix. It's a good crew. Top 5 based on talent? Yeah, I don't know. There's some young cores out there that's
can't say
nasty.
That, though. Is DeAndre Hopkins. Yeah. Just DeAndre Hopkins alone adds value, so much value to that core.
Larry Fitzgerald's a bit older.
Yes, of
AJ
course.
Green has a past of injuries, right? So we got to make sure that he's going to stay healthy. Christian Kirk needs to show out again. And Andy Isabella has been. And you look at other cores, you got some speedsters, young guys, and some stars out there as well. They're not as bad as Nuke. Nuke is the baddest man. But I think it's formidable, man, and I think it could do damage. I think you could win a championship with this crew right here.
Yep.
I love it.
I love seeing this.
Love it.
I think I love seeing this defense more. I like seeing this defense. Don't get me wrong. I love seeing the offense doing what they got to do. They're getting big bodies. Hopefully, fingers crossed, Larry Fitzgerald comes back for Arizona. But I said this before, and I'm going to say it again. Nothing is more pleasing than seeing a team go from zeros to heroes. And that is the story of Arizona.
Oof. That air raid offense?
Yeah. And that is the story of Arizona, and that's a story I can appreciate.
Yeah. And that's a Super Bowl I would watch. Now I'm not making my pick of, hey, Arizona's going to the Super Bowl.
No, yeah.
I think they can contend, and if they make it to the Super Bowl, I can watch it.
Oh yeah.
And I would love to see that. I remember that James Harrison interception against Pittsburgh. I remember the toe touch. I remember Larry Fitzgerald's game.
Oh yeah.
You know, that Kurt Warner, that game. I was pulling from Arizona. I think more of my
I bought that Madden game right after that.
Man.
I bought that Madden game right after that because I loved watching that game.
Yeah, that game was I think I hated Pittsburgh more, right? Naturally, as a New England fan. You hate Pittsburgh a little more.
Mm-hmm.
But I really was pulling through for Arizona, man. So I would love to see them back again. I would love it. You host the Super Bowl so many times in Arizona. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know? So I would love to see it. But Arizona, for me, they'll get an A. No plus on this one. But they get an A.
And you know what? I think, and it's not because you said anything before about my curve. And you know what? It's not about that. But here is an instance where I can sit here and comfortably say that I agree with with your decision on that. So yes, I'm going with an A as well. I really like the moves that they made. I really like the JJ Watt move, probably the most. Again, like I said before, I know that he had the injury bug for a little bit, but you know, with getting some help on that defense, you know, I think it's really going to play a big difference. And they definitely could and have potential to be contenders.
Yeah, 100%. And I think for you, third time's a charm, huh? Third time's a charm, huh?
Yeah,
I mean, hey, yeah,
I guess.
Arizona fans, please be happy because the third time's a charm. He gave you the right grade.
Okay, listen, hold on a second here, just to set the record straight. All right, I have nothing against Rams fans. I appreciate all your moves that you made, and I got all the respect for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
All right, even though I'm a Pats fan and you might hate my guts, but let's be real here. All right, I got nothing against y'all. I really love the Matthew Stafford move, and that value adds to it. And then to see
he just loves Seattle more. Rams fans, he just loves Seattle more. He gave him a B.
I can't listen.
Gave him a B.
Listen to me. As much as I want to sit here and I want to lower it, I can't go back on what I said. I said a B.
You're right.
And it's a B.
You're right.
That's it. I'm a man of my word.
Yeah. Man of the curve.
Word
more of a man of the curve.
Don't even get people started on that.
Man of the curve. So we'll leave it off there. Make sure you subscribe. Comment below. Send that comment of man of the curve. I would love to see it. I would love to see it. Stay tuned for next week's episode. That one's going to be just as fun. Now, the grades, we'll work on that. Well, I mean, Izzy will work on that.
Yeah, I guess I'll work on it. I'm not here to comfort you guys. No, I'm kidding.
Okay. So, man of the curve, thank you. Thank you for joining me tonight. Always a pleasure. Until the next one.